no list in Ashanti region MPP context, and that's come from 8. These are more on the stories and the National Voice newspaper. Moving on to the Informer. Quiet work, big result. OSP House FBI nail ex-tour boss in $1 million bribery case. Stop hiding insults behind democracy. Napo tells Ghanaians. Galamsey west of under Mahama, Arocha, Ghana. A story there on page 3. Upper East Airport construction to begin by end 2026. That's come from the president. And police for Laboni bank robbery, kill 2. Story there on page 12. Yeah, I'm sure that story will be making the headlines in most of the newspapers, including the Supreme newspaper, where it is right there as well. Updates on failed robbery attempt at Laboni. There's also Ashanti MPP delegates route for Odenho Kweku appear to chair party. Pressure group demands parliamentary probe into AXA bribery allegations. And MPP demands independent probe into Holy Rain scandal over AXA power deal. And Dr. Kingsley Ajaman's lawyers hit back at UK High Commissioner over scholarships claim. That story on page 6 of the Supreme newspaper. So all these stories and more making rounds across the newspapers and the country. For an in-depth conversation, Maltiti is going to sit down next with her guest, and she's standing by for that conversation. Stay with us.
Will feature a 2,200-meter runway capable of handling domestic aircraft, an apron for 2 aircraft, a modern terminal building, taxiway, and an air traffic control tower, alongside a dedicated rescue and firefighting facility. The terminal is expected to handle about 100,000 passengers annually, with provision for future expansion as demand increases.
The contract duration, we're looking at 24 months from the day the sun is cut. We're working around the clock. At the moment, we are at procurement, public procurement, and we're hoping that by October we should receive all the necessary approvals to allow for you to come back and cut sword for work to commence in earnest.
Construction is expected to be completed within 24 months.
When investors come and they want to come and set up an industry here, they want to be able to travel quickly and back. Nobody wants to drive 11 hours to come to his factory in Upper East and drive 11 hours back to Accra. And so I believe that this airport will be a game changer. Aside from that, there are many businesses here in the Upper East region. We have the gold mines. They have to move their gold down to Accra. Sometimes they have to use a bullion van or charter a helicopter. And so it will be easy for them to bring it here and fly their gold bullion to Accra. And it is my hope that the people of Upper East will patronize it. We want to see your passenger numbers climb up very quickly, because like he said, it's a scalable airport. We've designed it such that you can expand the airport. So we're starting with 100,000 passengers. It's going to grow, phenomenally. Then we will begin the expansion. And so very soon I'll come back, join you, our paramount chiefs and the people of Upper East to cut the sword on this site for the provision of the airport.
Welcome back to the show. Thank you so much for staying with us. The 14th day of August 2026, another beautiful Friday, and we're here. We're grateful to be here to have conversations that matter to you and I. And anytime we open the phone lines, where we had a road safety conversation about our streets being dark across the country, especially the capital, among other places. Your phone calls. Thank you so much for always paying attention, calling us the length and breadth of the country. We had calls from Garu, among other places, and it's very instructive to see that the show is making the impact. I am Multi Saida Sadiq, and this is the Women's Table on Friday, where they get the chance to have their perspectives heard on what the big national issues are of the week. They're privileged to be able to talk about what's happened throughout the week, because Friday climaxes the working week. And so join us on Facebook, GTV Ghana. We are streaming there. You can watch us there live and let us know what you're thinking as well. My ladies are seated at the table now. Let me introduce to you from my immediate left, Hajia Hamdatu Ibrahim. She's the former chairperson for the CPP.
Former acting chairperson.
Former acting chairperson, Hajia. That's good morning to you. Hope you're well.
Juma Mubarak.
Okay, Juma Mubarak to you, Hajia, as well as Lady Vera Redu, National Communications Team member for the MPP. Lady, good morning to you. Good morning. And that's back. I found out. You're welcome to the table. Teresa Kokoyashi makes a return as well. She speaks for the NDC, National Communications Team member. Tess, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Hope you're well.
I'm fine.
Great. But I'm sure, ladies, I mean, it's a fine morning, you're well, but just yesterday you would have heard the news of the gory accident on the Ofanko stretch, John Tay. And this morning we've had our viewers call in and share their perspectives of why this is happening. Hajia, let me begin with you. 11 lives lost in just that incident at about 4 a.m. yesterday. 13 are still in the hospital.
Good morning to you, and good morning to my two sisters here and our cherished viewers out there. Before I say anything, let me extend my deepest condolences to the family of the bereaved. This is the road myself and Lady Vera use every day, because she lives in Amasama, I live in Pukwasi. Yesterday we were in the house, and then I think I was supposed to go to a radio station yesterday, but I wasn't too well, so I excused myself. Only for one of my daughters to come and be shouting, Mommy, 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 come and see something on social media. I said, what is it? She even mentioned Amasama. And then later we heard that it was Ofanko. In fact, that Ofanko stretch, there was a bad portion of the road then. So anytime we get there, there's always traffic. Remember, Vera, there's the traffic. So now they fixed the place, and it's like slope.
Where the accident?
Yes, it's a slope like that, At first, it was terrible. So that was what was causing the traffic. And now they fixed the place, and look at what is happening. And then around that time, I think we should talk about our street lights. Our street lights are not working. People have been given contracts, and then the street lights are not working, and they are not chasing them for maybe work not done or not done properly. I learned it was an Aboboya. If you see, should I say, the remnants of those vehicles, you'll be amazed that even 13 were able to survive. Because I was like, hey, so did somebody survive in this accident? I think if the roads are bad, we say they are bad. If they are fixed again, and then there's problem. So I think that portion, there should be something like a speed run. Since people have decided not to. And then when the accident occurred, I'm sure there was no properly sign ahead for people to slow down.
We heard there was a police officer trying to.
But then, even this morning when I was coming, just after the ACP junction, on the right there's a bus stop. That's if you're coming from the ACP estate itself, from the Kwabenya Road, Pukwasi Road. I turned and I saw a very long vehicle loaded with blocks. It was involved in an accident, and they just popped some of the blocks.
Oh my goodness.
Behind like this. So there's no triangle. Actually, the triangle just give you this and that. There's something ahead.
This is
but there's something. So I was like, yesterday it happened, and the people did not even think through it. Police who are passing that road. So what were they doing about it? In fact, it was an unfortunate incident yesterday. Lives, if you remember their PAT1 too, it was Aboboya that crossed this. And then this Aboboya, if they are riding or are they riding or they are driving?
Yeah, it's a tricycle.
They want to use the middle part instead of using the outer lane. The outer lane. You see them in the middle. So this morning when I was coming, one was reasonable. He was right. I said, yesterday because of what happened, and then I think there must be enough police visibility, especially on the Bukwasi Amasama Road. It can be very busy around 5:30 going to 6. But I can tell you, when you get to Achimota, there's this lady around the Kantanka, by 6 she's there, directing traffic.
Really?
So if we have, and that's the what we call the Kofo police.
The Zoom police.
The Zoom police. Right. The Zoom police. Very, very active there. So I think that place where they can deploy some of them to control the traffic there. Right. But I think that slope is very dangerous. Because if it's a 2 tipper trucks, what's the other name of the Sprinter, and then Aboboya. So which means they were
7
all
cars.
On top speed. It's a slope. They were all on top speed. So I think, and then if you go to the driving school, they say if you're driving, make sure you see the full wheel of the back, in front of you. So because maybe they are very close, that's why they couldn't apply the brake very well. They should all this education, people, and then if people are even on the road directing traffic. And then you see that someone draw their attention. At times they use the police visibility, the motorbikes. At times they chase to correct and so on and so forth. It was a dark Thursday yesterday. It was. And then we express our condolences to the bereaved. And let's be careful. In fact, today when I was coming, I was even panicking. When I got to Achimota, then I started feeling some pain in my chest. I was given medication in your studio makeup because I was thinking it could have been me yesterday. You understand? So this kind of trauma.
Understood, Ajay. Lady Vera, the news we picked up as well as NRSA boss, lawyer Amaleba, who says that, you know what, the speed cameras that will capture people, we see it in the West, that, they'll send you a ticket right now, among other things, will be rolled out by 2027.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and so in conjunction with DVLA, among other things.
That would have been fine.
They will catch you, so that it reduces extortion too. When they catch you, they take money from you. I mean, what do you make of it?
Thank you, my wonderful sister. Let me say good morning to you and your crew. Good morning to my sister. I mean, we've known each other for ages. I think it's been a while. It's great to be on the studio with her. And my sister, Thurs, your cherished viewers out there. I think, like my sister said, she's taking almost all the words from me. I personally met the scene yesterday. It took us hours to get through to our destination, and I think, for me, I think that the recklessness from our drivers is becoming, I think it's overwhelming. It's just crazy. I experience the recklessness on daily basis. Even yesterday on my return in the evening, I experienced it. You see these tricycles, especially the Aboboyas, and you know what they do? Most of the tricycles are not in good shape. Okay. They are extremely slow. You know what they do? They take the middle of the road, preventing people from overtaking them. Like this morning,
I don't know the one they are competing with.
I need to be here, and you know your program isn't going to wait because I'm not here,
right?
And I need to get here, and then you find an Aboboya in the middle of the road in such a way that you can't pass, you can't overtake it from the right, you can't overtake it from the left. The moment they see you trying to take from the left, they move
start
to
moving.
the left. And so I remember some time ago when our former regional minister ruled out that they shouldn't be on our highways.
Right.
I can quite remember that.
I remember that.
think that our current leadership needs to reinforce that law. Or I also think that when it comes to driving as well, yesterday on my way home, you know, my sister from Eja Herbal, you know, I take the top. And I have to show my sign that I'm taking the right and then climb up. You show the sign, ideally, I mean, every right-minded human with blood running through their veins should know that I'm taking right. You are behind me. It's not as if I'm crawling.
Right.
I also drive. I don't want to go there. I really drive like I drive.
Okay.
That's all I can say. So I'm speeding as well, and I'm going to right, and there's this tiny space I need to take and climb up, and someone from behind would speed past you, and you are like, is this a human? Is this really a
like
human?
a flash.
Is this a human? So what happens is, if you are not extra careful, and then you just make that turn, what happens? Accident. That very small stretch with that little slope my sister talked about. It's a double lane. There is an extra for you to park. It is a good road. My sister, as a human, it is, you put driving regulation, driving whatever, training, everything aside. As a human, it is just right that when you are driving and you get to a slope, a hilly place, a curve, you just have to slow down. You don't have to do overtaking. Secondly, you can't tell me that two vehicles in front of you can't see as a driver. Then you are not qualified to have a driver's license. You are not qualified to be on the road.
These are some of the questions viewers raised this morning.
A very broad, wide road, smooth road. You are telling me that two vehicles ahead of you can't see, you drive into them, smash everything together. Smash everything together. How? I mean, how? So for me, it is pure recklessness. And I commend our police for what they are doing recently. I mean, the visibility, they pretend everything at every intersection. In fact, I met them this morning. Okay. Sometimes I try my
best. At dawn when you were coming?
I mean, all the time. Okay. At times, I try to stretch and commend them. Oh, Abain, you know, kudos, you know, and then they are happy, they smile. I think they are doing their best. They need to do more. Okay. Our driving and road safety regulations, we need to enforce them strongly.
The signs, how do we get everybody to have their sign? Because your car will break down at some point. The triangle.
So your car breaks down in the middle of the road, my sister.
No triangle.
You need a policeman to come and tell you, put a triangle there. You need a policeman to arrest you before you try and push it off the main road and park it properly. I mean, let's not do this to ourselves. It's sad.
They should arrest them.
It's sad. You see, and when these individuals are caught, like this accident that occurred, the driver, I'm told, for some time, he did not even sustain any injury. And at some point, you know, everybody was overwhelmed. They were trying to see how they would take and he disappeared. I mean, that's what I heard. I mean, I'm not sure. It could be alleged. Right. If indeed that happened, I know the police would definitely apprehend him. I mean,
you mean the Bobo rider?
The Bobo Yard rider, Island died.
He died.
Oh, he died?
Yes, he was involved in an earlier accident.
Oh, okay,
He caused, I mean, his accident compounded all that. So the vehicles were packed. You know, the police need to safeguard the place.
He died.
They needed to take all security measures before taking the body and all that from the scene. And so they have stopped all the oncoming vehicles. That's why I'm saying it is recklessness. They have stopped a couple of vehicles. And so if you are driving on such a wonderful road and then cars are parked,
you know, people are not patient. Why are you stopping?
They're impatient.
Why are you stopping?
If you are impatient, you don't drive.
Yeah.
you are not qualified to drive.
At all.
If your eyesight are bad, you are not qualified to drive. My sister and I are wearing glasses, and we are seeing clearer than those who are not wearing glasses now.
But Lady Vera, as for our road markings, they should improve it. Because at times we suffer.
So I think we also use your platform to appeal to leadership to, as a matter of urgency.
That's why now I don't go late.
Do the remarket, and then also enforce our laws, regulations strongly, especially now. The population, we are becoming very impatient. I mean, sometimes I don't blame them. There's too much hardship now. You know, if you are going to buy one tomato for 10 Ghana cedis, you can't pay your rent, your electricity, you can buy for
it. Makes you
what
impatient.
Do you expect? I mean, naturally, you are human. So I can understand. But just as elsewhere, the laws are working and people are observing the road traffic regulation. Why not? We can do same. This morning at I think my sister, before joining the main road, a vehicle in front of me, the lights were red. The person drove through. Red, the person. I was directly behind it, and I was like, oh wow. You think if our laws are working, will this gentleman just drive through these red lights? That cannot be possible. We need the laws must work now. We are calling on leadership to act now. We need to save lives. My sister, before I conclude on this very issue, let me ask you and your viewers, how many times have we observed a truck carrying eggs or tomatoes or sugar involved in an accident?
It's rare.
Please, viewers, this morning, your children, please, you can send your I think you
that's
are
a very interesting. We are live on GTV Ghana.
Often you observe or encounter vehicles carrying eggs, tomatoes or sugar involved in an accident. But humans, it's a daily thing. And so personally, I think that we value an egg than the human life in this country, and which is very, very sad. We need to do something about
that
it.
Disparity,
very, very bad. Very, very sad. And my deepest condolences to all the bereaved families. Can you imagine a mother with children and losing her life, even whilst we are there? I mean, we can't begin to tell our struggle. We can't just begin to start listing our struggle and then you are not there. These children, our families, men that people rely on, children that people have invested years losing their life because of one reckless driver. And then to those who are the injured persons, our heart goes out to them. Let's offer them all the support, and in fact the country needs to go to their aid. It's not their fault that this has happened to them.
All right.
Let's support them.
Thank you, Lady Vera. So women, children I hear were involved, died in the accident.
There comes early morning with their waste.
Yes,
the
traders. 11 of them. Teresa, commendation is given to, even though it hasn't been started yet, the NRSA and what they said, the speed cameras. I hear some are working though. Some drivers say they receive alerts when they cross the red light. But you know what they are going to roll out in 2027, automatic fines as well. But street lights.
Indeed.
Street lights.
Indeed. Very good morning once again. I'm meeting my big sister for the first time. Yesterday equally I was also at home, and this is a stretch I also use because I'm at Brekusu Kwabinya.
Oh, okay.
And it was sad. Kids were home. I mean, it was just heartbreaking. But I think as a people, we are getting so used to the fact that now highways seems to be very close to our residents.
Okay.
So now I think it gets to a time you forget that this road is actually a highway. It is not an ordinary road. It is not a street. That I think we need that sensitization, because we've stayed so close to those highways that at a point we forget ourselves that actually this is a highway. Okay, so it's about time, and therefore our assemblies, both the assemblies, the municipalities, there is a reason why we've decided to decentralize our government. And therefore, if there are broken vehicles on our highways,
the towing services is terrible.
Exactly.
How fast we get.
Exactly. Is there a timeline? And for every highway, every highway happens to be under a municipality, an assembly or whatever. But you can see cars breaking down for days. Days, we see them. And some of them are even trucks.
Yeah.
And just like my sister said, without any form of indications that, and then these roads are actually in assemblies and municipalities and districts. What is happening? Yesterday was so sad. We all saw the oranges, and so clearly these were traders, these were mothers who have gone for their wares. I'm sure it's coming from somewhere there, so in Sawam and all that with the oranges, and they are just going to sell. And then there was a 15-year-old girl that lost all. This is sad. This is sad. I know as a government, when we came, Greater Accra region, a regional minister promised the street lights.
Of street lights.
Some have been done, but it goes to tell us that we need to expedite it. There is no excuse for this one. They are gone. I mean, the point is, it could have been avoided. I understand that Boboya was packed. So the question I'm asking myself, and we need education on these things. Probably as a people, we need to be told more. How long can we keep a broken vehicle on a highway?
The thing is that,
how long?
Teresa, are we the kind of people who would pick a phone? So Hajia is driving, she sees, and we can easily call a toll free and say, hello, this is Hajia Hamdatu. I've just sighted a broken down Waboboya, and I know that it may cause traffic or accidents.
But I'm
can
saying
we do that?
We might not be a people that are so used to that, but I'm
because
saying
that's not
that
mind your business.
I am saying that these highways, these roads, falls under assemblies and municipalities. Can they also? And the point is, they have their role. Oversight of what they do in that, but whatever I'm saying is, it's also very equally very important that stretch is sloppy. It's very sloppy.
You have all identified it,
exactly.
and drivers still don't know.
And we leave these vehicles unattended to for days.
The tipper trucks to the another on that road. The tipper
So
it's an interregional road, isn't it?
Yes, it's a highway, all the way to Kumasi to wherever. It's actually a highway, but guess what? We've been using it. It's gotten to a time I think we've forgotten ourselves. Say, hey, this is a highway.
Yeah.
We've seen people now. The Abekan La Pass overhead has been done. Guess what? You see people still trying to cross.
When there are footbridges.
Now footbridge, it is there. Guess what? You will still see Ghanaians trying to cross because they don't want to use the footbridge. People are gone. We can only wish the family, our condolences, but the truth is, they are gone. And then yesterday, I listened to one of your sister stations where a panel said that we talk about these things. We are here this morning. Look at how passionate and we are women, so obviously you can see the emotions. And then at the end of the day, we talk about it. It's as if it happens again, we come back. It is not good as a nation. We need to work on these things. And then in the near future, probably when we are looking at highways, we need to be mindful and intentional about it, because in other areas, when you go other countries, highways are not necessarily through towns. No, you don't see them.
Maybe you'd have to rather prevent people from building.
Exactly. But the point is, we are here where we are. Before you are given a permit, you build the house. We all know how many meters away. Yet, as a nation, we sit. People encroach on state lands. Then when we are ready to expand, we pay them. for demolition.
I don't know, Teresa. Maybe you don't drive it. Have you seen the toilet facility being built under the?
So I hear. I have seen videos of that.
So we don't know when the foundation started. There's no assembly. They were sleeping.
It's sad.
Oh, goodness. Okay. For decentralization, I saw a piece by Abby Bright, and I think she is in a conference in another country, and we're talking to women leaders about decentralization, and she made a lot of recommendations from the experiences that they've gathered. So maybe we are just paying lip service to our decentralization, really. But
it's so centered.
Quite
because you'll be in your districts and contracts will be awarded, even the MCA is not awarded.
You see?
So what is the meaning of the district?
Ladies, let's move to the other business of the day, as away from the traffic and accidents, is Money Matters, state funds taxes. And we're seeing a story where it says that MPP's administration funded scholarship beneficiaries, spouses and children to travel to UK. That's what the Ghana High Commissioner to UK is saying. Madam Saba Zita Benson raised concerns over what she described as excessive expenditure on Ghanaian scholarship beneficiaries to the UK to study courses. She disclosed that she has reviewed documents relating to 3 or 4 cases in which individuals awarded scholarships to study programs such as Masters of Business Administration and Public Policy in the UK, traveled with their spouses and children at the expense of the state. She revealed that the Ghana Scholarship Authority, GSA, under the previous administration by President Akufo-Addo, funded premium visa fees, plane tickets, fees for yellow fever vaccination for each family member who accompanied these scholarship beneficiaries to the UK to pursue courses that could be studied in Ghana. So she said she has 3 or 4 cases, Hajia. This scholarship brouhaha is something that has been at the forefront.
This scholarship, I see it to even be something. If the scholarship is going to be given, maybe Indian government or British government have given people scholarship from the country to travel.
Okay.
But look at us, developing country. The monies that we get, then we will invest it in people who even go without coming. That's number 1. Number 2, what is the criteria? How is it selected?
Right.
Because I've never seen any of my family benefiting.
Is your family in the village? Yes. Because, you know, it has a criteria, as you mentioned.
But if you look through the books, you see that even the affluence in the society who are getting the scholarship. So for me, I think we shouldn't color those rots. We should take those who are involved. Let's see what they benefited, if they can refund. And then, you know, one thing I don't understand, we only hear the complaints. We don't even hear those who have gotten the scholarship, whether they've come back to pay their dues. Paying their dues in such a way that we funded them to. And then why are we not even putting them in the schools in Ghana? Because there are schools in Ghana.
Yeah, there are some specialized courses, Hajia. We have to take people, even the Chinese do it. They go to other countries to learn and bring back the knowledge.
Maltiti, I'm not doubting that.
Okay.
But they are saying courses that can be done in Ghana.
Okay, like the business administration.
You read it. I didn't read it.
Okay.
So why should we send somebody outside to go and read business administration when we have one of the best business school in Legon? Why should we do that? So for me, I think it is something that is people have decided to help their friends. Let me help a friend to help a friend, and so on and so forth. If you are giving scholarship, do we have to take your wife and children? Is that why you are giving them the scholarship? If we're going to give you a scholarship and your wife or husband cannot wait for the 2 years, then there's no need you qualify for that scholarship. Because people are single or out there searching and looking for scholarship. They don't even want. They don't even get it. And if you look at the list, have you ever seen somebody from Kasapin, Richard Tanga, Kulinyong, in the list? Have you seen it before?
There are some very humble, background, family background people.
Let me tell you, majority are from...
It's quite unfortunate.
You see, they are from backgrounds that can afford.
So these chiefs, I know there are chiefs involved in the those who select or suggest names.
Maltiti.
They don't give those.
Look at cocoa scholarships. Is it the cocoa farmers, people, children who benefit from it? No. The whole thing is rotten. So if the High Commissioner has found 3 or 4, let's name and shame. And then those people must refund their money. And then whosoever facilitated for them to get the money too must be held responsible. Because if it's anything at all, you cannot just say that I've given Hajia Hamza to a scholarship, which I cannot get because my children, none of them have gotten. Then you say because I'm a CPP top official and I can bring my daughter, I can bring my son, and where I know they can take extra people, maybe if you're an high commissioner or an ambassador.
Okay.
I think that one have that. But scholarship. So Her Excellency Zita, who was a former aspirant in my constituency, yes, she contested Dominic Kwabenya before on the ticket of the NDC. So if the list is there, publish it with the details, and let's not just be using the media. Let's use the right channel. What she has detected, what has she done about it? Apart from granting the interview, has it been reported? Because this, I see, is a criminal system. Has it been reported?
Right.
Have the people been invited? Are they still in the school? Because I learned we owe a lot.
Yes.
I think there must be some forensic auditing of the scholarship so that we'll know, are people really, did they really qualify to go there? If they are not, we will draw them because we cannot pay.
Right.
We don't have the money. We need, look at the Bolgatanga Strait. Yesterday the president was in Bolga. Did you see the Bolga route?
Yes, I mean,
you know the Bolga route. And then look at the Tamale Airport.
It's terrible.
Look at Tamale Airport, the junction to the Tamale Airport. You even know that a beautiful airport is in there. So I think we need development. We need our monies that have gone to wrong hands, whether it was under the NPP or NDC or CPP there, by 40 years, you've not given us the mandate. So it's between the two parties. Any rot committed under these two administrations must be investigated, and we shouldn't just say that we are filing a nullity protocol for some people to go free whilst we are hunting others. A crime is a crime, and the monies taken should be taken back.
Okay.
I want His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. The resetting shouldn't just be resetting of opposition parties, but even within him, his government. I quite remember him saying that within his party, he knows people involved in Galamsey. Let's see action.
All right.
Leave a legacy like the way we remember Kwame Nkrumah. We mentioned Akosombo, we mentioned this. If you say Akufo-Addo, free education. If you say, so I want His Excellency John Dramani Mahama to also go down in history with something impactful.
Okay.
That people will talk about it.
All right, Hajia.
So this scholarship secretariat, we want those who are found culpable. Let's arrest them.
Lady Vera, this is a load on you because this is under your administration.
It's not. Lady Vera have a different. She'll say it.
Okay.
Let me quickly say good morning to my wonderful, our incoming, competent, compassionate, and visionary gentleman, His Excellency Dr. Alhaji Bamudu Bawumia, wherever he is.
Almost sounds like a song.
I salute him. Yes, I need to greet him with that passion, that humility, that excitement. Good morning to him and his entire team. And another good morning to the leadership of my political party that I'm representing here this morning.
Right.
Our acting chairman, Chairman Bute, and our awesome General Secretary, Lawyer Justin Frimpong-Kodua, an awesome gentleman who has been holding the fort together. I admire him so much. We appreciate what he's doing. Almighty continue to protect them. With this scholarship issue, personally, I think Her Excellency Zita did engage the media, right, on the issue.
Right.
I don't know. Have you received any evidence, any document, something supporting this assertion, so that maybe you could share?
No, investigations are still ongoing. She just said she has 3 or 4 cases on this that they are investigating. That they took their spouses and they received stipends and tuition, among other things. Yes, she's reviewing the documents. So she has documents and records.
So, Maltiti, just a different. So, if the spouse, children, are they qualified? Let's look at them.
Yeah.
Do they fall within the criteria?
Angela, let's first be sure and be clear in our minds if it is true.
Okay.
You see, for me, I don't deal with hearsay.
Okay.
I don't deal with running to the public for public sympathy, persecuting people, and then later you come back to say when you've maligned, you've destroyed people's reputation, then you come back to say, oh, there was an error here or there. I honestly, me, integrity, credibility is key to me. I cherish and value it so much. Honestly, I was thinking by this morning, they would have put out some documents, some receipts, you know, receipts.
Because she said there were payments.
Supporting,
Each family member received £8,000.
This is outrageous. I cannot accept that information. I need, in fact, before putting out this, you've engaged the media. If you've discovered even one, she said 3 or 4. If she even discovered one,
Publish it.
one you've discovered one, publish the receipts, publish the information, publish the data, their names, everything. So those people, if it's not true, they also take you on.
All right.
They also take you on. But you just come and speak in a vacuum, you know. And we've heard this numerous times under this government where they will slaughter you, put you out there, persecute you. At the end of the day, you say, oh, so I mean nothing.
Lady Vera,
So,
but you've heard Asia make the concerns that even the qualification of the people who
that's a different issue. No, that's a different issue. Someone getting a scholarship, being qualified or not, is a different issue. That's not what we are discussing here.
Okay.
She is talking about spouses and children of people who have obtained scholarship, being given that huge sums of money without any evidence. That's why we are talking about this. For those qualifying for the scholarship and all that, of course, I mean, they are Ghanaians. For me, they are Ghanaians. But whether they qualify or not, I am not here to discuss that. We have people put in authority and they do that. And of course, I know that whoever gets scholarship is a Ghanaian, and in one way or the other, but that one
is about maybe if I'm qualified to get a scholarship,
Sure.
my spouse and
that's what I'm even saying.
Are they?
No. What I'm saying is that the issue in contention now, we are not even clear in our mind whether it is true or not to even go ahead with submissions on it.
All right.
Someone is making an allegation that they've discovered, they've discovered 3 or 4 families or individuals' families being given this amount just in a vacuum. Your word against my word. No evidence, no nothing. At least just a receipt.
Okay.
Of course, like you can even put it on your screen for viewers to see, then we can digest it.
All right.
And then we can recommend or suggest ways that we can reform the situation or what to do. But here's the case, there's nothing like that.
Okay.
So we don't want to talk about this, commit ourselves, and then tomorrow they come back and say, oh, there was an error. And in any case, my sister, and in any case, she said it's under investigation. And you've not even concluded the investigation. Who runs to the public to make these statements when something is under investigation? You've not even gotten anywhere. How do you know if there are about 1,000 people? You say you've discovered 1, 2, maximum 2, 3, and you are already excited. You're already excited, running to the media to create an agenda to divert our attention from all this incompetence you're exhibiting. People are hungry. Oh, my sister, we are talking about bread and butter issue in this country. You said you give us job. 1 job, 3 people. 24-hour economy means I go to work this morning, close at 2. Another person goes 2, closes at 8, 9.
It's
Another person goes.
We have seen the president's commission factories where people are doing, even at the ports and the harbour.
Sweetheart, we are not talking about factories. Factories have been running 24-hour economy. Go to industrial area, North Kaneshi, go there. I've lived there for years. You go there, those producing the ice cream, mattresses, Promessidor, those producing the spices. They work 24 hours. They run shift. That's not why we are talking about. He's saying government is coming to give jobs. If you are a banker, you go to the banking or you go and work True, you close. Another person comes, okay? You are here at GTV. After our interaction here, by 2, you pack your things. Another person comes at the end of the month, the government will pay them. Based on some of these things that we voted for them. And kicked NPP out, okay? You said automatic posting, absorption of nurses. The moment they complete, job. And
I recently saw that they gave some nurses.
You said some. My sister, even during the week before voting, when nurses received their allowance, the videos are still on social media. They said, we've taken the allowances, but we are going to vote against you, NPP. We've taken, this is the allowance. They were showing it. This is the money. This is the money. But we are going to vote against you because we want automatic posting. The moment we complete, almost 2 years, have they obtained the automatic posting? So this is what concerns Ghanaians.
Okay, and when you mentioned bread and butter issue, let me bring your mind back to the scholarship. I know you said we are talking about the spouses and the family members of the spouses, but she mentioned the current debt the country has accrued, £35 million that remains unpaid to UK universities, is blocking other people's opportunity to go there. This is Ghana money they'll still use to go and pay this £35 million.
I mean, the scholarship starts or debt accruing started under His Excellency.
It did not.
It did not. So we should comprehensively address it. Me, I don't like incompetence issues here. If you are if there's an issue, solve it. That's why you are put there.
Solve the decades issue that you just said.
My sister, from Kwame Nkrumah's time till now, everyone is trying to do his or her bid. And so if you have come, do your bid. Let us see you working. Okay. We are tired of the rhetorics. People are hungry. That's why drivers are impatient on our road. People are hungry. My sister, wait until you can pay your water fees. There's electricity in your vicinity, but you cannot purchase your prepaid. You are in darkness and you are sweating profusely. You are uncomfortable. You wake up in the morning, they were talking about people eating 011 and 101 during their campaign era. Now people are 00. I remember Honorable Yamin somewhere, I think the video may be there, that people were buying fufu and then eating with egg in Kumasi. Now they can't even afford the fufu and the egg. So what are we talking about? The government must sit up and address the issues of Ghanaians. The reason why we voted for them, what they promised Ghanaians, they should concentrate on that and stop trying to divert attention with this unsubstantiated issue. You don't have any evidence, and then you are saying that they should finish the investigation. Like my sister said, they should do what? Forensic auditing. They should bring the receipt. They should bring the list. And then myself and my beautiful, wonderful sister Thes and Ajia can come back here and have a better discussion on that issue. But for now, there is no issue.
Thank you, Lady Vera. Teresa.
So
Lady Vera says no issue.
I'm surprised. I mean, but before I have my take on that one, it is important. When Ajia was making her submissions, as part of her submissions, he said that His Excellency John Dramani Mahama said that he knew some people in his government. Now, it's been taken out of context. What he said was the fact that we are one people. So MPP, CPP, trust me, she's my sister. When we finish, we'll do some chatting. Trust me. Usually people feel on what they see on TV is exactly who we are. But the point is, what he said was, it's likely that I might have a friend in MPP, either who had lost power, and therefore there is a possibility that that person might reach out to me, and maybe I will be compromised. So he's saying that he's not blind about that happening. It is so possible, but it doesn't necessarily mean that he knows people that are doing it. But the fact that we are one people, trust me, MPP, NDC, CPP, you never know. And you are dealing with people.
That was the context.
That was the context. And then that's how come he added more or less like, what do I say, the better word? I don't want to use the word warning. I don't want to use the word warning. Just to create awareness and call NDC appointees and all that to be mindful. Caution. The word I'm looking for. Thank you, sis. The word I'm looking for is caution. Okay. So that said and done, I want to clear that one.
That's what you heard.
That's fine. That's fine.
That's subjective.
That's fine. That's fine. I mean, but clearly, if you probably we need to go back again and listen.
Okay.
So that's fine. Having said that,
saying that they shouldn't change the because they brought you to power.
Having said, Aja, that's one if we'll start. But I don't want to. You see, I don't want to lose my time on. I don't want to lose my time. I don't want to.
I think
Me, I want my brother to
solve the water.
Let me
This is I'm saying.
No, the one that was like tea that they brought. It's not west.
I remember I have a driver. I have a driver in my area. He sees me, he calls me Mahamaba. I call him Nanadoba. You see. Then he was like, when Buntumi was, then he was like, hey, Mo, yeba power, yeba. And I'm like, Mum nyamba power. So if you have something, say it now. Don't wait till, because you might be coming in the next 20 years. If you have an example, you know that there is someone you are waiting, a corporate, and you are waiting till MPP will come. By the time he comes, we might all be dead, because it means that our water, then we laughed about it. So indeed, if there are people that are doing this in terms of NDC, what now? We should flag it. I'm not going to sit and say that. If indeed there are people that are found, I've heard names being mentioned, this one here is doing it. Where are the evidences? But for this particular one, Her Excellency Zita, and I'm raising this because my sister said we don't want people's integrity and to be very important. So you realize that in her interview, if her intention was to run anybody down, she'll be mentioning names. But you realize that if it's Teresa, she swapped it with Eva. She said it clearly that I'm not going to mention it. She can't mention names because this issue is still under investigation. The National Intelligence Bureau is now investigating this issue.
Did she have to talk about it?
She spoke about she said she raised the reasons why she had to grant the interview. I am not privy to the entire information because it might be of high intelligence or all that. But from the statement she made, she said that she's speaking about it now because the people involved have started talking in a way.
The family members
involved have started talking. There are some talking, some discussions that are going up there that she feels that it's time for her to at least brief the country. We realized that she didn't go into details. She can't go into details because an issue is under investigations. But she stated that there is 3 or 4 out of the lot. She mentioned just 3 or 4. It doesn't mean that there are only 3 or 4 issues. But how on earth that I'm giving a scholarship? My visa is premium visa, £500. My husband. My 2 kids, I have 2 kids, so I relocate with my husband. Guess what? I get to UK, and the most painful thing is, from her interview, the people did not, some of them didn't even go to, go and feather their masters.
They didn't
even do it.
Took the payment of the money.
They didn't do it. That's how come I'm saying that some of these details, he said that I have 2 kids. Every month, my 2 kids are giving 8,000 each. My husband is also giving 8,000 per what you read. 8,000 pounds each. And then as we sit here, we owe the investees and everything in you excess of 35 million pounds. For me, I would not want to do politics with this. For me, I would rather ask Her Excellency Zita to be on this case so that the case is expedited, and then this money is retrieved, and then it goes back to our public servants. Because you see, for the High Commission in UK, aside the High Commissioner, there are officers. In this case, there might be a registrar. That registrar went there as a public servant, in a way. So our public servants, please, respectfully.
How come they didn't flag it?
How come they didn't flag it?
How many years has this
How
been
come that we will leave politicians to have their way in such a manner? I know you are getting me.
There's a chop, make a chop.
Well,
Maybe 400 pounds.
But it's about time. Sis, it does not help us.
4,000 pounds.
It does not help us. This is the tax money. This is not an issue I would want to just throw it under the carpet. I would not want to do that. As a people, we want to see that this issue is followed through and through.
Okay.
People are made to answer to these things.
Is that why?
If refunds needs to be made, it has to be made.
Is that why your administration is talking about re-looking at the scholarship regime and courses that are not that are in Ghana should be done in Ghana? Is it possible to streamline?
My sister, you think if you want to do it, if we want, it can be done.
I know.
It has to be done. Adia raised the issue that you've heard, but I'm thinking that scholarship is supposed to be for the needy but brilliant students. So then it becomes an issue. If I'm able to, as it were, I'm able to fund it, and even the courses can be read here, and I'm made to go there, and even the state later realized that after all, the school no cry, man couple. And all these monies have been spent. Are we saying that this is an issue that we should be quick enough to say, rob it and then say that there is no evidence? There are evidences, but guess what? The state institutions in charge are investigating.
All right.
The most important thing is if they are found, the corporates are found out, monies have to be returned. If we need people to be jailed for it, they have to go.
One thing about this is, Hajia and ladies, you know that mostly when it's an international issue, the information comes out. It's just like the Asante Beko case, among other things. Because other countries are involved. It's not just a Ghana one where we're talking amongst ourselves.
If I've got a scholarship, maybe in the London School of Business, and then I've got a scholarship, do they pay the money to me or they pay to the school?
The fees, you mean, or the stipends, allowance?
The fees.
I think the fees.
The fees. So how come we are owing the universities?
Exactly.
For a while.
No. Wait a minute. So now it's just the allowance that is the 8,000.
Yes.
The allowances.
Yes, it's what they are giving family members, husbands, and children.
Okay.
But the fees.
By all means, there are records. That's why the thing has been flagged. So let's get the evidence. People involved. We need our refund. And if you are even giving somebody a scholarship, there must be some something binding. If you go
make
for
them
2
a
years,
bond to sign. And
so they will go. And
yes, I know
so
that.
this is the time that we should be talking to them to extradite them back to the country, not just the
people who took their family members.
What was this name of the guy that they extradited to US because of scam?
There's
Abu Trika. We should also have bring our Abu Trika back for them to pay us our money. No, it's true. Because you cannot sign a bond and then go. You see, the people there too are enjoying because they are using their expertise to enrich their country. Absolutely. So you see, this neo-colonialism must stop. It must stop. I know even during Nkrumah, we took people out there to study. But I think we are now strong enough.
How about jobs, Hajia? When they come back, can they get jobs? That's another question.
So then there's no need we take them
to...
there's no need we waste our money on them and then because of the... We should rather give the scholarship to the people within. Maybe you are a Minister of Health. You need some expertise. There are schools here that you can go and learn. When you come, you go back to your Minister of Health and so on and so forth because we are a country struggling. We cannot be dishing out money like this. Taking care of one person who is getting the scholarship, you add your spouse, you add your children. No. There are other people, and that's what I'm saying, Bichal Tanga, Klunyong, all of them, they need this Kasapin. Look at somebody who got 8 once and wanted a school. He carries his mother's firewood and everything in Eastern region. They had 8 once. It took somebody to give him a scholarship to go to the university. Meanwhile, somebody who can afford eating eggs and everything is giving scholarship. The person will go and will not come. Wow.
All right, Asia. Bencharatanga people, good morning to them this morning.
And
Asia has referenced those two people. But ladies, let's move swiftly to the no financial support from South Africa. Actually, these are issues that you've been following. The South African Ghanaians evacuation from the Foreign Affairs Ministry, and I know that ministry is your friend as well. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs clarifying that the government of Ghana fully funded the evacuation of Ghanaian nationals from South Africa following recent xenophobic attacks. It made a statement that was issued on Thursday, August 13, and it said that it had taken note of media reports that were indicating that the South African government was seeking reimbursement of about $18 million from several African countries for support provided in evacuating their nationals from South Africa. And so the ministry stressing that Ghana did not receive any financial or material support from the South African government for the evacuation of its citizens. And if you watch the news, you see, it said according to the latest government figures, 82,875 people have either been voluntarily repatriated or have been deported since the migration tensions began. 82,000 people have had to leave South Africa in these xenophobic attacks in just quite the short time. Teresa, I'll begin with you on this.
Rightly so. I mean, the minister in charge, Honorable Ablakwa, had to clear the air. Then he added that Ghana did not seek the support. And the truth of the matter is, as Ghanaians, as a government, if we had decided to even go and seek the support of South Africa, Ghana be able to. No, seriously, I can't comprehend it. These are people that are causing harm, that are killing our people in your country. We will not go back and seek support from there. So I'm wondering, from the statement that the South Africa released, it means that some countries went to say, okay, let me chop my home matter. Yeah. But it really can't make sense to me in any way. Okay. So this is a government that thinks about its people. I know that when they came, they've been given some support just so they can integrate in our society. It might not be all, it might not be enough, because most of them have really established. Some of them have really established. Some have been in South Africa for over 10, 15, 20 years, have their own businesses running, and then at the end of the day, you have to come back home, and then you have to start afresh. But the good news is there is life. You have life. Some lost their lives. Some could not even come back to their home country. They are blessed. They are back. The economy itself generally is getting better. It is not there as we would want it, but clearly you can't tell me that we've not experienced some achievements. At least now our CD has appreciated over 40% because of our exchange rate. Our inflation is down. We're doing single digits now, and most of them, I'm sure, are skilled people. These are hairdressers. I am sure skilled that labor. Once they settle down, they would get something and they will start doing something. For me, it's important. They are back in our society. I know that most of them were given, all of them actually, were given some form of allowance. Aside that psychological support. It's important. They were granted that because it is not easy. But the most important thing for us, we are Ghanaians. Our culture will tell us, so the most important thing, they are back home. We did not seek any support as a government from any country, let alone even the South Africans themselves. We don't need their monies anyway, but I've heard some people raise some concerns that it's about time the African Union takes serious interest in these xenophobic attacks from South Africa. And then as a continent, it's important. We cannot be killing each other. We are one people.
We know there have been questions or sentiments that we should kick South African companies out. Recently, one of my guests said that Goldfields should be taken over by Ibrahim Mahama or any other mining firm that is Ghanaian owned.
I don't want to narrow the conversation because of the xenophobic attacks and say that because they have done that to us, we should pay them back. I don't want to go there.
Oh, media. Okay, so how do you agree?
I will not want to go there.
South African
but at the same time, too, it's also good for our own economy that we have our own indigenous people, taking over all these sectors, our mining sectors and all that. It's important that we have our indigenous construction, whatever, because when that happens, the money stays home.
Okay.
It stays with that. But we should also not forget that as a continent, this intertrade thing is also bound to happen. So we'll look at it win-win.
Okay. Teresa has also categorically restated the minister's position that Ghana did not seek money from South Africa or anybody to help evacuate the thousands of Ghanaians who were part of the 82,000 Africans who were told to leave South Africa and go back to their country. Lady Vera, I'm sure you follow this issue expansively. Do you think that we should tax even the South African companies more?
In our country?
The MTNs, the Goldfields, the ShopRites?
I would say no.
We shouldn't tax them more.
Tax them, they will push it onto the ordinary consumer. And that will be us, the ordinary Ghanaian. Because you increase the taxes on MTN, you need data, you need to call, you need to do all that. They will push it to you. It will not affect them in any way.
Right.
And so it's the Ghanaian who will suffer. So I wouldn't advocate for that.
Okay.
And sending them away, for me, is also not the... It's not the best way out because a lot of Ghanaians are being employed. And what we need to actually do is to collectively, as African Union, do something to them. Because, I can't just imagine a country where they were colonized for that long by the white. Even currently, half of part of the country, in fact, the largest portion of South Africa is still dominated by the whites. And they never attack the whites in there. It's their fellow blacks who supported them fight apartheid. They are the very people they attack. How can you tell me this morning that a Ghanaian in Ghana leaves Ghana to go and sell kosiani meko in South Africa? Egg and pepper. Sometimes it's so humiliating. You leave Ghana to go and sell kosiani meko in South Africa because Ghana is so hard. It says you guys need to do something so that we don't go there. Yeah, you are in power. You are in power. Thank you.
It's
Thank
important.
you. So you as a South African, you go and purchase this just an egg, consume about 5, and then you refuse to pay, call mob action on that person, then it means it's hunger. The South African citizens are very hungry. We are suffering, but this is, in fact, the hell that I learned is in the Bible. I think the South Africans are already experiencing their hell already.
But how is it the fault of an immigrant who's gone to do hairdressing?
It means their government is so incompetent and not performing that the government is allowing that to go on to cover up their shame. If you ask me, that would be my assertion.
Right.
They want to cover up their shame. Do you think if South Africans are busy working, we left home around 4:30 a.m. I woke up at 3:30. From here, I have to go and work. I get home around 10 p.m. And you think I have the time to go and lynch a Kosiani Meko seller?
Who is Nigerian or South African? Right.
And then when they walk into a supermarket, they go and loot. That's only I was studying something. It's more or less, it's become like in Ghana, we have yearly festivals.
Right.
In Ghana, almost every tribe, we have a yearly festival. Do you know this xenophobic thing has become South African yearly festival?
Okay.
It's a festival for them. It's a yearly thing they observe with so much pride and joy that they loot. They are so hungry, they just walk into a restaurant. and they eat the food as if they've been starving for a week. I've seen the visuals. It's so pathetic, and we need to condemn it in the strongest terms. We need to condemn it. And I mean, for the evacuation, my sister...
Have you also heard that they gave Ghana money?
Oh, I mean, if they can't even buy Kosiani Meko, how can they give us money? I mean,
you are talking of the government of South Africa, not the looters.
Yes. The government cannot take care of its citizens. Their citizens cannot afford Kosia, one egg in the country. And so, how can the government give any country anything? They have nothing to give. And I mean, it's in Ghana and most African countries, it's a tradition. Even in the developed country, they value lives. Even one life is very precious to them. And so, I mean, it is very reasonable that you evacuate your people.
Right.
I mean, when COVID hit us, Ukraine, Russia, we got our people back home.
That's true.
You know, do you know even during the Russia-Ukraine war, some citizens refused to come home. They said they prefer to die there.
Really?
Yes. So South Africa, I'm sure there are a lot of Ghanaians who refuse to come home. They should all come together. We can develop our country.
Absolutely.
We can.
I see, Lady Vera, also that they've sent out letters to Ethiopia, Nigeria, Malawi, that they spent about $18 million accommodating. No, Ghana is not here.
They can't.
But I'm sure because the ministry picked the information on the
and that
media,
they've done what?
18 million accommodating and transporting them. They should pay
Nigeria.
Yes, Nigeria
They
should
shouldn't
pay
pay them
Ethiopia.
anything.
They shouldn't
They shouldn't pay them anything. In fact, they have to compensate. They have to compensate. The visuals are there. They don't have shame. South African
because if you
government
didn't
has
sack
no
them,
shame.
how would you need to accommodate and
They
help
should
transport
build
them?
their country. They should sort the blacks out. It's a shame. If they have any anger, it should go to whoever colonized them. They are developing the portion of South Africa, and when you go there, the black community, it's just an eyesore.
The ghettos.
They should put their house in order. It's just a shame. How do you treat your fellow black, your fellow brother this way, and you expect to develop?
All right.
No, it's a shame.
Well, so, you know my position on this South African thing, because the leadership of South Africa is a total failure, led by Ramaphosa. He's pushing his inability or incompetence on other African countries. I saw a video of him saying that those threatening that they are going to take their companies where they should be very careful. I looked at him and said, this man, is he serious? Because if he's anything, maybe you can talk about the MTN and so on and so, but as for the renewal of the gold fees, we are not going to renew it. We are not going to renew it. We have capable people in this country. We can even have a consortium that can come together and then maybe take over the gold mines. I remember, I'll always say it, in 2008, when Pakwesi Nkrumah was our candidate, we said it in our manifesto, that if the gold underneath the surface of the earth is not going to benefit Ghanaians, then it should stay there. Look, we are a serious country. We are heads. The way South African treated us, we are heads. Nowadays, you know, they looted all the shops and they are telling the government to restock so that they will go and loot again. You don't know, you've not seen that video. And then you have sacked the people, other nationals from your country. You don't know how to roast corn. So if you put it on the fire, then it gets burnt. They'll say, why is it turning black? You don't even know the heat it needs to roast. They say, what? They don't know how to regulate it. They don't know anything. Theirs is entertainment. The only thing they know is entertainment. And then, you know, look at the South Africa. It is a ghost town now. It is the economy of other countries. It is the people of other countries that are the labor that is fueling your economy. And then you come and say, go back to your country. We are back in our country and you are telling us to pay what? Anyway, they didn't mention Ghana. Since they did not mention Ghana, they can go to their Nigeria. They should attempt in Nigeria and see what the Nigerians will do to them. Because you see, as Africans, they are not even giving meaning to the African Union. That is why I support the ECOWAS supporting Ghana or the ECOWAS stand, the report they are going to give to AU. I'm supporting it because, you know, if you look at what we stand for as in the Convention People's Party, one thing is Pan-Africanism. We believe in the total unification of Africa. That was what Nkrumah was doing, and people thought he was over-ambitious. I saw somebody the other day that Those who have no ambition, excuse me, they are under the sources of their head or they are in the morgue. You understand?
Because people said it. That's so what Nkrumah was fighting for.
You see. So it is sad that our own African country, and then we'll go there, we'll be brutalized, and then we are easily identified when we are there. But maybe if you see them here, apart from the hearts, I cannot identify a South African. It's just, but we cannot even vent our anger on them because we know how to treat people. We are people describe Ghana as a very nice places. Let me tell you, as soon as we fix our rules, Ghana is going to be the Mecca of Africa. Because we have all the tourism sites. We have, look, Volta region, northern region, central. We have tourist sites that have not been even identified. So you can do that since most of the monies that we get from tourism, that is driving the economy. So if you look at that, even Galamsey will be a thing of the past. So for me, the South Africans, it's good that they didn't write a letter to us. Maybe we just wanted to clear the air. That's why we came out. If not, I know that Ghanaians took care of their own because we cherish even our goods and our cats. We cherish them. Look at the flood. People were rescuing fowls, goats, dogs. That's how we cherish life in this country. So we're not going to leave our people there for you to tell them, go back to your country. Now they are standing in the middle of the road. They said, oh, not even the intra xenophobic attack is being made within themselves. Providence, you're not from this province, go back to this. So that is how they are not educated. They don't want to educate themselves. You have good universities. One of the best universities in Africa is in South Africa. They are not learning anything. They are lazy because the people don't even want to work. And people are working. Vera, even if you are selling Kosiani Meku, you know the World Cup. People sell Kosiani Meku there. They made a lot of money.
In US.
You see, people, Ghanaians are so innovative.
Thank you so much. And Aja has made the call. Let's do a lot of domestic tourism, lots of untapped potential, and help our economy thrive. Thank you, ladies, so much for making this every Friday. Teresa Kokoyashi, National Communications Team member, NDC. Hajia Hamdatu Ibrahim, former acting chairperson, CPP. Lady Vera Redu from the National Communications Team, MPP. I am Malti Tisaida Sadek. This Friday, Electroland, have a conversation. Your birthdays, my life, my story. Don't miss the triplets and their story. Stay with us.